Let's talk about Rio de Janeiro. When you hear that name, what comes to mind? Maybe you picture sunny beaches, colorful carnival parades, and that famous Christ the Redeemer statue looking out over the city. And you wouldn't be wrong. Rio is a truly beautiful place where green mountains meet the blue Atlantic Ocean, and the rhythm of samba music is everywhere. People come from all over the world to experience its energy and charm. But Rio has another side, a side that's not always shown in pictures. It's a city of stark contrasts where incredible wealth and extreme poverty exist side by side. The picture-perfect postcards don't always show the whole story. The real Rio, a complex city full of beauty, sadness, joy, and struggle. You can be walking through the fancy neighborhoods of Leblon and Ipanema, past expensive stores and people sipping champagne, and then look up to see the sprawling favelas clinging to the hillsides. These communities, born out of poverty and neglect, remind us of the deep inequality that exists in this vibrant city. Rio's story is a tale of two cities, forever linked in a delicate and sometimes unstable dance. To really understand Rio, you have to go beyond the tourist spots and into the heart of its favelas. You have to listen to the stories of its people and see their strength in the face of hardship. The difference between the rich and poor in Rio is impossible to ignore. Fancy high-rise apartments cast shadows over the small makeshift homes in the favelas, a constant reminder of the gap between the wealthy and the poor. While tourists enjoy drinks on the beach, people in the favelas struggle with things like dirty water, not enough jobs, and a lack of basic necessities. And this difference isn't just about how things look. It affects every part of life in Rio. Things like education, healthcare, even safety often depend on where you live. It can feel impossible for many to escape the cycle of poverty that's so deeply rooted in the city. But even with these challenges, there's a vibrant spirit in Rio. The favelas aren't just places of despair. They are communities full of life, music, and hope. They are places where people are resourceful, where neighbors help each other, and where the rhythm of samba offers comfort and a break from daily struggles. Rio's beauty is undeniable, but we can't ignore the dangerous realities that exist there. Crime, often driven by poverty and inequality, casts a dark shadow over the city. Drug dealing, gang violence, and theft are things that both residents and visitors have to worry about. Making things worse is the problem of police corruption. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between the police and the criminals, as some officers break the law, which destroys trust and makes the violence worse. Then there are the militias, armed groups often made up of former or off-duty police who control areas within the favelas. They use violence and intimidation, making life even more dangerous. Tourists aren't safe from the dangers of Rio either. While the city has tried to make tourist areas safer, theft and other crimes still happen. It's important for visitors to be careful, avoid showing off expensive things, and be aware of their surroundings, especially at night. Section 4. The Arrastão Phenomenon, Terror on the Beach. Picture this, you're at the beach enjoying the sun and the waves. Suddenly panic erupts as a group of young people, often teenagers, storms the beach, grabbing anything they can, phones, jewelry, bags, leaving chaos and fear behind. This is the terrifying reality of the Arrastão, a type of mass robbery that's become more common on Rio's beaches. The Arrastão is a harsh reminder of the inequality in Rio. The people committing these crimes are often young men from poor communities, driven to desperate measures by a lack of opportunities and a sense of hopelessness. While this doesn't excuse their actions, it shows the complex social problems that lead to crime in the city. These bold robberies happening in broad daylight have left both locals and tourists feeling vulnerable. The once carefree atmosphere of Rio's beaches is now mixed with fear, a reminder that even in paradise danger can be found. Section 5. Hope and Resilience, the Spirit of Cariocas. Despite the challenges they face, the people of Rio, known as Cariocas, have an unbreakable spirit. They face hardship with incredible resilience. They approach each day with a warmth and love for life that's contagious and inspiring. In the favelas, community is everything. Neighbors help each other, sharing what little they have and finding joy in the simple things. The streets come alive with the rhythm of samba, a testament to the enduring spirit of the Cariocas, and their ability to find happiness even in difficult times. Rio is a city of contradictions, a place where beauty and despair, hope and hardship exist together. It's a city that will challenge you, charm you, and stay with you long after you've left. It's a city that, despite its flaws, has an undeniable magic, a vibrant energy that you can feel in its streets and in the hearts of its people.